save them for the end, and I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have. So real quick, let's just recap what we went over yesterday. So we talked about how over 80% of companies have affiliate programs, so you shouldn't have any issue finding an affiliate program for what you want to promote. And of course, being an affiliate for those physical products is going to have a lower profit margin, but there is still plenty limitless income potential to be made, especially if you build an email list. So don't let the smaller commission percentages deter you, or all of the negative comments online of somebody, a lot of times when you follow people, they'll be sharing information about how to do X, Y, and Z. And then there's a bunch of people in the comments saying, oh, the commission percentage is only 5%. You're never going to make any money doing that. Don't listen to those people because they don't know what they're talking about, and they've clearly never made any money online. So don't trust them. But of course, selling the information digitally. So any digital products you can sell, usually, and that's information that you're selling, that's going to be a higher profit margin. Even if you are an affiliate, you're going to get a higher commission percentage on those. But if you do create something digitally yourself, it is going to be a lot higher profit margin for you, since there's no shipping costs, and then production costs are really, really low. And you could typically sell that one to many, just meaning you can create it one time and then sell it to as many people as you want until it's potentially no longer relevant and you need to update it. So you definitely want to promote things that you own and that you use and that you truly believe in, so that it comes across authentic, because you're not going to get anyone to know, like, and trust you if you aren't being authentic and just trying to promote something just for the sake of trying to make money. Unless you're a natural born salesman, then maybe you can go that route. But I think the majority of us probably don't have that. And we want to come across authentic, and we actually want to be able to make money doing this and help other people. So if you come down to it and you have too many ideas and don't know how to decide, you can choose in this order. Just choose which one is in greater demand. So like the highest perceived value to your target audience, which one is going to impact their life the most, because that is going to be the highest perceived value in their eyes. And then the next and final thing to think about whenever you're trying to decide would be which one is going to make you the most money. So if you do have the option to promote a digital product or sell information, that is going to make the most money. But that being said, again, I can't remember if I touched on this, but just because digital products are going to make are going to have the most profit margin, that does not mean that it's the only way to make money. It's absolutely not the only way to make money. The best way for you personally to make money is going to be what resonates with you and is aligned with who you are and your beliefs and what you own, use, and truly believe in. So just keep that in mind whenever we're deciding. So today we're going to talk about monetizing correctly. And the first thing I want to say about this is absolutely never rely solely on social media for your income. And so that is the sole reason behind you must build an email list. It's the only thing you own. If you are on TikTok, you know that they will give you violations for pretty much anything and everything, and it doesn't even have to make sense. It's absolutely craziness, what they'll give you a violation over. And people all the time are getting completely banned, losing accounts that they spent years creating, all because of, a couple mistakes that they didn't even know were going to be a mistake. So we definitely do not want to let that happen. And regardless of what you want to do, you have to have an email list. Like, there's literally no way around it. I don't care if you're going to do any of these things here: blogging, Pinterest, Amazon KDP, dropshipping, print on demand, Etsy. I don't care what you're doing. You must have an email list. There's no way around it. And probably if you're like me, maybe you've tried all of these things. I've definitely tried every single thing on this list. I've tried it. You can build whatever you want. And while fundamentally building everything you see here on this list, and this is just a small list of the options that are out there, you can build what's on this list easily. You can get through it, build a blog, create a Pinterest account, create pins. All of that is really easy to do. But what's not easy is getting eyeballs on it. And I know we talked about that yesterday, but building an email list and posting about it on social media is going to be the only way that you're going to get in front of people. So regardless of what you're going to create, your options are paying for ads or posting on social media. And if you are somebody that is familiar with search engine optimization, which is SEO, you'll hear that terminology a lot in this space. Unless you are somebody that knows what that is good at it, and is able to get yourself on the first page of Google, these are your only two options. You have to pay for ads or you have to post on social media. But that being said, you definitely don't want to pay for ads unless you're an ad expert, of course, then none of this applies. But you can't run an ad without proof of concept, meaning don't ever pay to promote a video that did not perform well organically, and never pay for traffic to an offer that has no proof of concept. So if you don't have proof of concept in the sense that you've already advertised this organically, you already have buyers, it's already been proven that people want and need this offer, don't pay for traffic. You're just going to throw your money away. So stay far away from doing that. I paid to promote things occasionally over the last year and a half, and I only promoted things that were already performing well organically. And I was kind of just trying to give it an extra boost to continue kind of feeding into what was already happening and fully take advantage of that. But it's definitely not something that you need to do or have to do. And like I said, if you're not seeing results organically, don't even think about wasting your money on ads. So email list building, this is exactly how we're going to do that. So we talked yesterday about freebies, and during your market research, the second round of market research, you were going to kind of take a closer look at not only what people are getting paid for in their link in bio, but what freebies are they giving away. And sometimes people won't have freebies, or sometimes they only have freebies, and those people, if they don't have anything for sale and no freebies or anything like that, then they are likely just getting paid by the platform because they get a ton of views and they're able to do that. But I still would never recommend anybody not have an email list, because it's just way too risky to lose an account and then your income is just gone. They won't give you the income that was in your balance on the social media account, and your income is just gone. And that is just way too risky. But keep in mind, we have the ability to post on free social media accounts and collect free leads. So don't take that for granted. Like seriously, just 10 years ago, we didn't have this ability. And it's absolutely insane to not take advantage of it, or kind of, I think we put it up into our minds as something so unattainable, or oh my gosh, I could never post on social media. I'm too scared to show my face. I don't want to do that. It's going to be too hard. It's kind of like a self-doubt thing, but it is crazy that we have the ability to post for free when people used to have to walk door to door, or only go by word of mouth, or put things in a newspaper and stuff like that. And we have the ability to just post, and it gets in front of even 200 people. Even if your videos are stuck in the 200 view jail, like people like to say with TikTok, that is still 200 people. That is crazy, and it's all free. So in order to build your list from that, you'll want to create that valuable lead magnet or freebie that we talked about, and that's going to solve a problem of your target audience. And you'll want to post about it every single day or every other day at least. So in order to create that free valuable lead magnet, you'll want to use that market research to brainstorm your ideas and think of one small goal of your target audience and help them get from point A to point B faster or easier with that one little goal. And you can include affiliate links in your lead magnet when appropriate. So that is a way to kind of finagle your affiliate links into things. I think especially if you start to sell any digital products, so say you were going to create one of these lead magnet ideas and you were going to create something that you wanted to charge $27 for. I don't like putting a bunch of affiliate links into things that people paid for. I think that that's inappropriate. But if it's a freebie and they've downloaded it and you've made it really awesome and it's an amazing freebie that's actually going to help them, and then you want to say, hey, this is how you could take it a step further. Hey, this is what I used to do whatever it is you're trying to tell them about, then I think that's absolutely appropriate. It's something that they got for free. I don't think there's anything wrong with including affiliate links in there. And the goal is going to be something they can implement immediately, so that it's something, you don't want to give them something that's going to take them months to execute, because then they're not going to execute. And you want to try to do something, if you can, that they have to refer back to. So just a couple things to try and keep in mind when you're creating your lead magnet. And these are just some ideas on what you can create for your lead magnet. So we have the how-to guides. And so, for example, like this kind of free challenge that we've done here over the last few days, if I wanted to, I could now take all these notes from this and turn this into a lead magnet and be like, hey, I've got this free, guide on how to choose your niche and monetize. And you can download it here, grab it here in my link in bio. It's completely free, whatever. And then they can download this and read through the notes and go through the process of choosing their niche and knowing how to start their email list building. Then you can have a checklist or a quiz, a webinar, or a masterclass. And with a webinar or a masterclass, typically you would probably record that in advance. And when you get to a level where maybe if you are selling information, you might do an event like I'm hosting here, and then you could use the actual recordings of that event as a lead magnet and say, hey, I've got this free training available, grab it here for free. And then you can use that to grow your email list as well. And real quick, I skipped over the quiz, but I wanted to touch on this. There's several different websites that you can use to create a quiz. I use a website called involve.me, but there's several out there that you can choose from. And you can create quizzes as lead magnets, and quizzes actually perform really, really well. People like to take quizzes, so it's a really unique way and fun way to grow an email list as an option. It's one of my favorite ways to do it because I think it's so easily overlooked, but it's also so easy to create the quiz. And it kind of is a way to easily set yourself apart because the majority of people are not doing them. You can do cheat sheets, recipe books, you can do templates. So if you were selling templates for maybe calendars or kids' activities or email marketing templates, there's all different types of templates you can create. Maybe if you were going to do budgeting, you could do budget templates or anything that would apply to your niche. And then the last one I put on here today was coupons and discounts, but I wanted to add that I would never recommend discounting your services. Like if you are going to be in the coaching space and you're going to be providing a service, for example, like the service that I provide in teaching people how to get started from scratch with starting their business, how to monetize, how to grow organically, all of the software that's included. You would never want to discount something like that because you are going to lose authority and credibility by offering a discount or a coupon, and it typically honestly doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't cause you to get a ton of sales. It typically just causes a huge decline in authority. So only physical products on those as far as the coupons and discounts. I think there are exceptions to that. Of course, there's going to be exceptions and there's ways to go around that. Like for example, I offer a free trial. That's a lot different than, lowering my price. It's just something that you don't want to do if you're providing a service. So the last thing that I wanted to add here about your freebies is freebies are a really good way for you to gauge interest on a topic before you just go create an entire thing. So if you have an idea in mind and you're like, okay, I'm going to create this course. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. I need to do all of these things, and this is exactly what I'm going to sell to people. You would never want to go down the path of actually building out an entire course about something until you've gauged interest on that topic with your existing audience, because you don't want to create something that you think people want. You want to know what they want by gauging the interest of them. And if you don't have an audience yet, then that is where the market research comes into play, and you can kind of do a search into people's videos and look at the comments on those videos and see what questions are people asking that person who's already seeing success. What types of questions are they getting, and what kind of responses are they getting to the different topics that they're putting out? So always keep that in the back of your mind whenever you're trying to decide what you're going to do. Don't just kind of take something and run with it. And a good way that I've done this in the past is like a freebie rotation. So I'll rotate what freebie I'm using, and then based on the feedback that I get, the response that I get, how many leads that I get, I'll take that, and then that's going to kind of help me decide what I'm going to do next. So it's a really easy way to gauge interest without building an entire course on something and kind of wasting your time. So keep that in mind too. If you aren't sure what you want to create, you can, while you're growing your audience and getting the know, like, and trust from them, you can rotate freebies. I would probably rotate freebies no sooner than every 4 weeks. You don't want to seem like you're kind of, all over the place, but like a monthly freebie rotation would be something you could do to make that happen. Okay, so getting your mind right is the hardest part of this entire process, honestly. Backing out is easy, not going through with everything is easy. You have to commit right now that you're gonna actually do it this time, whether that's with me, whether that's trying on your own, whether that's somebody else, it doesn't matter. You backing out is easy. You don't want to do that. You're here for a reason. You're here because you actually really wanted to do this. So don't back out and commit to yourself that you're going to do it. And you have to consistently handle your worst case scenario to manage your mind if you plan to see any success, because your worst case scenario is always going to change. Like when you're first starting, your worst case scenario is, you post a video and you get 100 comments where people are just completely being so mean to you, which that's not going to happen. So don't worry about that. But it could be your worst case scenario, or your worst case scenario is that you start this and after a month you haven't made $1. And that's likely to happen. So you have to handle these worst case scenarios in your mind if you're ever going to get anywhere, because everybody has gone through the steps that you're in right now. Every single successful person has already gone through the same exact thing. Nobody skipped any steps. There's no magic secret that, the millionaires out there found to skip any of the steps that you're going through now. They've all gone through the exact same steps. So a lot of people are not lacking urgency, but we don't have all the time in the world. So you should have urgency and you should be concerned that you don't have all the time in the world if this is something you really, really want to do. I know for me personally, this was something I wanted to do for 8 years. And then last year, I just really said, screw it, I'm doing this right now. It's like now or never type of thing. And I just went all in 100%. And I attribute my success to that fact. I was just not going to take no for an answer. And it's really important too to just be honest with yourself. Like if you haven't started, if you're not going to start after this, just be honest with yourself and maybe it's not for you. Not having money is not an excuse. If you are an entrepreneur with a vision, you're going to stop at nothing to make it happen. And I'm super confident in that, because if you're not willing, if you're not willing to do whatever it takes, you're never going to succeed. So just be honest with yourself and kind of, go for it, or just move on and kind of stop wasting your time, dabbling in everything if you're not going to go all in. So you're simply sharing your bold and genuine advice to build relationships with people who are going to resonate with that message, and you're building an email list. And those are the only two things that matter. So just kind of putting it really, really simply, that this is what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there, you're sharing who you are, what you believe in, providing people genuine advice, building relationships with people just like any other business that you visit on a daily. They started their business, they build relationships, they nurture their customers, and they run a real business, because that's what this is. So keeping that in mind, that it's easy to get kind of sucked into the quicksand of scrolling on social media and listening to all the tips and tricks that everybody wants to tell you about. Well, this is what I did right before I went viral, and this is what I did to grow 10,000 followers overnight. Don't listen to any of that stuff, because none of those tips are going to work. They're just putting it out there to go viral because they know people are going to get sucked in by it. Just do yourself a favor and stop scrolling completely. There's no reason to be scrolling longer than 10 minutes a day. If this is something you want to do, you have to stop scrolling with just for fun. Like you're wasting time and it should be focused on your business. Okay, so exercise and homework for day 2. Hopefully you guys found some freebies last night under each of your topics. And I want you guys either now or after the call to manifest your future and write down what you are going to do. I built an audience of people who, and be very specific of what you want your tribe to consist of. What type of people do you want to have in your community and audience, and what type of people do you want to serve and help with whatever information or products, services you're going to share. You're going to say, I post on social media daily to attract my soulmate audience. Tell yourself that you already do it. You're going to be doing that. That is something you are going to do. And you're going to say, I created a freebie that I could charge for because it's so amazing. And I post about my freebie every single day to collect emails because it will genuinely help people. I think a lot of people are afraid to talk about their freebie even. I mean, they're afraid to talk about a paid offer, but sometimes people are too afraid to talk about a freebie too, because I don't know why. I guess because maybe they don't feel confident in their freebie. Maybe they feel just like nobody's going to care about it, or I don't know, but you have to talk about it because nobody's going to just go into your link and grab it. They're not going to do that. It doesn't work like that. You have to tell people what to do. So start working on your freebie, definitely, because that's going to be the next step before you can start getting everything in place. You can start posting content whenever you want to, and know too that it's going to take some time if you are a brand new account. If you don't have any followers, it's going to take a little bit of time for people to know, like, and trust you. But you could start building an email list immediately on Facebook and Instagram because they allow you to put a link in your bio. So TikTok, you will have to have 1,000 followers unless you have an LLC. Then you can attach that LLC and you can turn your TikTok account into a business account and attach your LLC, and then you'll be able to add your link without 1,000 followers. So just a little tip to keep in mind if you guys do have an LLC already. But today I wanted to offer you guys a 30-day free trial because this is just the beginning piece of the next steps of what you're going to need to learn. So I'm doing a 30-day free trial. This is going to be the last time I do a 30-day free trial because I am kind of transitioning to a different target audience after this free event is concluded. I'm going to be kind of transitioning to help people build email list. And so I'm offering the 30-day free trial for the final time, and that offer is going to end Sunday. And this is really robust, beginner-friendly training, and it includes all of your software that you'll need and weekly live calls, community, and so much more. And I'll send you guys the notes that has kind of the more detailed information here. But real quick, now I wanted to show you guys just what's inside of it so you can see exactly what's in here. All right, guys, we are going to go through everything inside of the program. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek. This is going to be where you're going to access all of your courses. Once you've gained access, we're going to start with level 1, which is going to be the 30-day business launch challenge. This challenge has been absolutely amazing. The feedback that I've gotten on it has been phenomenal. It's super detail oriented. It goes through every single step of setting up your online business. And week 1, we'll go through fundamentals, like definitions, what even is a niche, some examples, how to choose your niche, your business name, domain and email, and all of the fundamentals in week 1. Week 2, we go into social media and your lead magnet. I kind of do an overview, and then I go through each of the main social media platforms that I recommend starting on as a beginner. And then we get started with a lead magnet brainstorm and then a lead magnet deep dive. And then we're going to have a midpoint check-in just to make sure that you're on the right track and you don't have any questions or need anything from me at that point. So week 3, we're going to move into more software related pieces, and that's going to entail creating a lead magnet in Canva, kind of doing an overview of the link in bio, which will be a little bit more in depth once you get to that training. And then we'll go through an overview of the all-in-one software, which is a little bit what we're going to do today as well. Then you'll prepare for launch, and then I will have you guys do a launch announcement in the community so that everybody else can be just as excited as you are once you get your business launched. And then week 4, we're going to move into content. So we're going to go over some definitions, some content types, some structures, how I do content research, and how I come up with content strategy. I'm going to give you guys your first 90-day checklist, and then we're going to just bite the bullet, and we're going to do your first post, your second post, and your third post. And to close this out, we've got some opportunities, and this is just my way of telling you guys that creating an audience, building an email list, and just putting yourself out there and growing that community of people that know, like, and trust you is so much more than just being an affiliate or just even promoting your own offer. These platforms pay people for posting content. There's other opportunities you can get into, like the Amazon influencer program. Walmart now has their own influencer program. If you are putting yourself out there and making waves in your space and like setting yourself apart, the opportunities that are going to come your way are going to be just crazy. And this is just kind of a closing out right after you get your business launched to let you know the bigger picture and fill you guys in on like the kind of things that can start happening when you really actually just go for this and do it. So we're gonna go over that kind of thing, and then we're gonna get to your goals, and I'm gonna give you guys a goals it's like a spreadsheet, and it's gonna give you like a realistic expectation on where you are now and where you're gonna be headed, because this is going to be a process of not only learning business strategy, marketing strategy, and setting up a business, but it's going to be a really great personal development process that you're gonna go throughout this process. And all of this is really, really important for your success. Next, you'll have level 2, which is going to be your software training. And this is something that I have put together, and I have never seen another program do something the way that I've done it. Typically, whenever they have stuff pre-built for you, it's pre-built in a fashion that's going to be having you promote their stuff. That is not what we're doing here. This is set up in a way where everything is pre-built for you in a generic way, so that you can change the colors and the formatting if you wish to do so, but you don't have to, and it's ready for you to fill in the blanks. And it's also ready for you to rinse and repeat. So I'm going to hop over in the software and actually show you guys what I've got set up for you. But this is going to be something to where you're going to be able to follow this step by step, and you're going to be able to rinse and repeat these exact steps. I've got a video for each step, and they are very short and to the point, so you don't have to feel like you need to spend 2 hours getting this set up. Everything can be done one step at a time if you don't have a lot of time. So, but everything is set up here. Step 1 with the forms, I have exactly here, exactly what you need to click, and then I'm showing you in the video exactly where that's at in the software. So this is going to allow anybody who's not tech savvy to become tech savvy very quickly and get their things set up. Now, before we hop over into the software, I'm going to show you guys all of the crazy amazing things that we have available in the software. Real quick, I want to go over the level 3, which is going to be the core hustle done training, and this is going to really get in to the nitty gritty of the organic traffic methods and teaching you guys all of the different ways that you can grow an audience organically, so essentially for free without paying for ads. That way you can kind of pick and choose what's going to work best for you. I've got a personal development section in here. And this is so important, you guys. I think that a lot of other programs kind of leave this out completely, but personal development is going to be a part of this process, whether you want it to be or not, because you are going to grow as a person whenever you build your own business. And that is just part of the process. And I love talking about this stuff. I think it's so important. And so I will continuously be adding to this section. And honestly, I'll be continuously adding to all of the training in this program, because the way that this business model is set up, and you guys are gaining access to software for the same price as if you went directly to the software company. If you went directly to them, you would pay the same price. So essentially, just for choosing to work with me, you're getting access to all of this education, the weekly live calls we're gonna do, the community, and of course anything new as I add new training to here, you're getting access to all that at no additional cost. So after the personal development section, we get more into content creation and kind of dig even deeper into that. And we'll do a reminder on the first 90-day checklist, and then we'll kind of dig deeper into your soulmate client and the SIT framework, the viral video format, we'll bring that up again, and then some hooks that stop the scroll, which is going to be really important for your growth, and kind of just do a really good deep dive into all things content creation and how you're going to start to get more eyes on your content and just get better at creating magnetic content. The last thing we have currently in the core training is going to be just referencing the Hustle Done affiliate program. And the Hustle Done affiliate program is not what this program is about, but if somebody is in the make money online niche, I don't want to tell someone no and shut them down, but there is qualifications that have to be met. You need to already be making money online, already have an audience, or already have an email list. So this is not going to be something where just anybody can join. And this is simply to protect the integrity of this company and the brand overall, and kind of what the goal is here. The goal is not to teach you guys how to promote this course. That will never be the goal of this program. And I'm not just saying that to then turn around and a couple months from now, all we're doing is talking about how you're going to promote my course. That is not why we're here, and that will never be why we are here. And then finally, level 4 is going to be my consistent 10K months framework, and this is going to give you guys the strategy behind generating consistent 10K months. This will be available 30 days after you sign up to the program, because this is not going to work unless you have gone through levels 1, 2, and 3. This is not going to work unless you've been posting and actively collecting emails for at least 90 days, this will not work if you have not been doing that, because you need to already have an audience of people that know, like, and trust you. So just keep that in mind. So this is going to be right around the mark where you want to analyze your content and figure out what's working, what's not working, and kind of lean into what is working and start creating more of that kind of content. So this is going to be a deep dive into marketing. So finally here, what we have right now is the weekly call replays. So this is going to be where you're going to find all of the replays for the calls if you're unable to attend live, because don't forget, we are meeting weekly on Wednesdays, and those calls currently are at 1 p.m. Central Time. So moving over into the software. Okay, you guys, this software replaces every other thing you're paying for. This is the only software you will ever need to start and grow a very successful business. It has everything you need, from link in bio to the email marketing to email blasts, websites, sell your digital products, get reviews. You can do literally everything here. The help button down here in the bottom right hand corner is your 24/7 live chat support. So at any time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can click this button and there will be somebody on the other end ready to answer your question live. So you'll start, you can ask the AI bot here, or you can just click get in touch, and then it's going to ask you if you want to do a live chat, or if you don't have time to wait on the live chat, you can leave a message. This is going to help you with everything related to this software. So again, if you're not a super tech savvy person, I've hired a team. Don't even worry about it. We're going to be handling everything here in the live chat. And of course, software is my expertise. So if at any point they are not able to handle any of your questions, you can always reach out to me and I'm more than happy to help. Also, keep in mind you will have 2 free onboarding calls. So in the first onboarding call, they are going to go over everything with you as far as making sure you have access, making sure everything makes sense, making sure that you're organized, making sure you're feeling confident and don't have any questions that are really hanging you up. And if you do have questions, they're going to help guide you in the right direction. So really, really exciting stuff that is setting you guys up for success. My number one goal here is to set you guys up for the best possible experience. Next, we're going to go to looking at the pre-built features that I've got set up for you guys. So when you're first starting out, this is going to be a little bit overwhelming in the software. I totally get that. So during the level 2 training, when we go over the software, I keep it very, very basic. We are only going to be focused on 4 different places, and it's going to tell you exactly step by step with video and written step-by-step instructions on how to get through all of this. But one of the first things that you'll want to do is look at your link in bio. So the way that this is set up is they say do not edit, because I want you guys to take advantage of the clone feature or duplicate feature. And this is going to allow you guys to play around, edit your landing page, edit your link in bio, edit everything without being stressed that you're going to mess something up or break something. I want to completely remove that. We're not going to be stressing. We're going to be in here playing around and having fun and changing the entire stigma surrounding software, because it doesn't have to be that complicated. So in here, when you go in, these are very generic setups. Like I said, this is not something that is just already set up and ready for you to start promoting my thing. This is for you guys personally to adjust for you. So this is just an example here of your link in bio. You can change the photo, and again, I've got all the step-by-step instructions on exactly how you will add your photo here, you'll edit this text, how you're going to update your buttons, and all of the things. Now, taking a look at your landing page template, this is going to be just a basic form, and this is going to be how you collect emails from your audience members. So once you get your freebie ready, you're going to share it with them by using your landing page. So this is just, again, a generic landing page, super simple. I think a lot of people think that this needs to be overly fancy or overly complicated. It really doesn't. Just a couple lines telling them what they're going to get if they provide their name and email for you. And again, all of this exactly button by button, what you need to click to get all of this set up is in your training. And the next thing that we've got pre-built for you is your workflow automation. So this is going to be the workflow that sends the thing that they opted into. So we've got your workflow template here. This is going to be triggered when they submit that form on that landing page. And I know I'm going to be starting to talk a little bit of maybe foreign language to you guys right now, but bear with me. The form is going to trigger them getting the welcome email that's going to send them the thing that they opted into. So I've got pre-built emails in these workflows, you guys, and I go through what all of this is and why it is what it is. You pretty much just need to go through here, obviously read these and adjust them to fit your niche, your freebie, whatever it is that you're doing. And as you get down to the hero journey, this is going to actually give you bullet points on what to include in the email. So you are going to have to actually write the emails, but this is going to give you the bullet points of what to include so that you're not just staring at your email workflow, not knowing what to put. So that is the pre-built setup for your workflows. Now, I know all of this is really overwhelming right now, but there are so many other features that we can take advantage of in here. You can create memberships and create courses just like I've got created. I have all of my training and courses are created using this software. So you can create a course on anything if you have something that you're wanting to take on your resume and turn it into an online business. You're going to be able to create that course right here within the software. You will also be able to create your own community right within here, and that is exactly how I created our community that you're going to have access to inside of the Hustle Den program. You can handle all of your reputation management. There's reporting in here. So many integrations with this software. This software is incredible. I used to work for a leading competitor to this software, and I can tell you that this is exponentially cheaper than competitors out there, and it has all of the functionality. It's amazing. They're constantly doing updates, and I just am so excited that I have the ability to share this with you guys. And not only that, have everything pre-built to make the software piece not so scary. All right. Okay, I want to answer any questions maybe you guys might have had. If you want to go back to talking about the freebies, or if you have any questions about the program, I'm happy to answer those as well. Anything you guys have for me, I'm happy to chat through. If you guys want to drop your comment in the chat, or feel free to turn or go off mute and just speak if you would rather, or drop a comment. So the go high level is actually, I'm under an agency plan. So I've white labeled high level so that I'm able to build out all of the stuff for you guys that's relevant for what we're trying to accomplish here. And then allows me to resell that with my services attached to it. So you don't pay high level at all. So that's kind of why I'm able to charge. If you went directly to high level, you would pay the same price, which is the $297 a month. It's the exact same price if you went to them. I'm just able to charge that same price, but then include all of the education and the pre-built stuff for you guys. So all build together just under the one thing. And it's a really, really awesome business model, especially for somebody like me who loves all of the software stuff, because it just makes it so easy for me to do what I do best and build out all of the software pieces. And then, I'm really good at creating trainings as well. I have a lot of corporate experience creating trainings, and it's been really, really cool I just can't even believe that, it's an option that we can do this with high level. But I used to work for Active Campaign, and it's just crazy. I think Active Campaign has something similar to, I think they might allow you to white label it as well, but it's just crazy. I love these software tools. I love all kinds of software. I love going in there and playing around with it. And it's just so cool that I'm able to build everything and kind of like set it up for people. And Denise, I'm happy to talk with you after. If you want to speak privately, that's totally fine. Definitely. did anyone have any problems with their market research or any issues finding freebie examples? We can talk about that as well. Or any more specific questions about the education or the weekly calls. I think the video kind of touches on everything. I did hire a team to do the 2 free onboarding calls with you guys, and they'll get and make sure everything technically is set up. They'll make sure you're organized because kind of when you sign up for something, you get so many emails, it's really overwhelming. So they're kind of there to make sure that you were able to maneuver that and kind of bookmark everything that you needed, and so that you're super organized, because organization will be a key to success with all the different things that are going to be happening. But also then I don't think I mentioned that the 30-day free trial is going to be available till Sunday evening or Sunday at midnight. And then if you sign up before tomorrow night, I'm going to include my content creation map. And this is something that has taken me a long time to kind of put together. And it's a step-by-step walkthrough of how I create content that attracts soulmate buyers or target audience and people that are going to convert and buy. And it allows me to stay focused and never run out of content ideas, because it's super easy to get overwhelmed either with too many content ideas or no content ideas. And then maybe when you're posting, you're not speaking in a way that's going to attract the right people or get the right people to buy. So it's really important to kind of stay focused with that. And this kind of just breaks it down. It does take a little bit of time actually to create the content strategy with the map. But once you get that all written down and you've taken the time to, sit down and kind of take the pen and paper and write down everything and map it all out, it just makes content creation so much easier. It has been like a holy grail for me. All right, I'm going to drop this link here for you guys if you want to watch the video that I just played to kind of show you guys everything that's in there. This page has that video again if you want to take a look at it, and then you should be able to start your 30-day trial on that link as well if you want to do that. If you have any other questions, please feel free to email me if you need to chat, or any questions at all about um, anything that we talked about over the last few days. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and you were able to kind of get something out of it and kind of walk away hopefully feeling more confident in what your plans were and what your niche was going to be. Stop sharing my screen. All right, if you guys don't have any other questions, I will let you guys go, but I'm super excited for you guys to, join the team if you are ready to get started. And Denise, thank you so much. I know it was really challenging the last year. If you guys have been following me, I kind of was partnered with somebody and then things went haywire. And so I kind of went out on my own, and it's been tough maneuvering through that, but I am such a firm believer in everything happening for a reason, and I am 1000% confident that that happened to lead me here, because this is, having this software agency, and then I'm very good at creating education as well. So being able to kind of go on my own and be running a software agency is just kind of like nothing I would have imagined in my wildest dreams would have ever happened for me. But I couldn't think of something more perfect for me at the same time. So I'm super grateful for, the path that has led me here, and I'm really excited to keep working with people and helping them with something that I just really enjoy doing.